everyone, welcome to this round of Chitter Chatter. And today on our Chitter Chatter, we have the motivational speaker Sahil Aggarwal. And today we're going to ask him a lot of questions about how he motivates all of us, how he inspires all of us, and most importantly, what motivates him the most. So let's get started with this Chitter Chatter. Hi Sahil, welcome on Chitter Chatter.
Hi Shweta, how are you? Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you for giving your time on a Sunday to spend this time with us and motivate all of us here. So tell me, when did you decide to be a motivational speaker?
Shweta, I decided to be a motivational speaker because I actually was doing it on a daily basis. I used to motivate people when my friends were not focused. I used to see them deviated. They were not very focused in their lifestyles or workout routines or their business goals, whatever. So that is when I started, and it came during COVID that I should go online also, because if I can motivate people offline, why not do it online? So that is where I started it.
And what keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated is my goals and my focus towards life and what I want to achieve, because I believe everybody can achieve it, rather than we talk about it at a normal daily day-to-day basis. We talk about a lot of stories that this guy nailed it, it became a unicorn, and so I feel everybody has a potential. So why not try, rather than regretting it later that you did not try? That is what keeps me motivated. So I want to die like I tried, I failed, but I don't want to die as if like I did not try and I did not reach anywhere.
Wow. 5 habits that you would suggest to viewers out here to stay focused.
I always believe there cannot be 5 habits or something, because it's your lifestyle actually. You cannot just fix that there can be like three habits or 2 habits. It's always about creating a lifestyle, and that is what helps you, because that keeps you consistent. And that is what, if you follow consistently, because there are a lot of deviation these days because of internet, Instagram, lot of other things are happening in life day to day basis, because of friends also, because they are not focused. So in the end, it is your lifestyle that keeps you focused, and that will only help you achieve your goal. And that is what I actually follow in my daily routine. I try to keep myself in control and follow my lifestyle on a daily basis.
Wow, that's amazing. You correctly said that, it is so important to make it a lifestyle, because it is not something that
Yeah,
can last for or two. So, we are in this millennial age where we look out for hacks for everything. 5 hacks for so and so, 8 hacks for so and so. So, are there any hacks that can help us to get started, to get onto the journey and make it a lifestyle?
I always believe it is always the start that is difficult. We always say, we have seen a lot of people, they always tell that I'll start this Monday, I'll do it. They are always complaining something or the other. Once you start, always the first step is hard. And then the road always becomes easy, because once you know what your goal is, and in the end, once you have to follow your goals, you have to be very focused and start with step one. And once you take your step one, the road will be easy.
I totally agree with you on this. I remember when I wanted to shed some kgs, the Monday would never come. It would come and it would go, and I would be like, okay, next Monday kar lete hai. And in that chakkar, years passed by till I finally
lot of
decided
people
that
lot of
no,
people lot of people end up doing that, and I've seen a lot of people like actually deviated, a lot of my friends. And then when I tell them, like, you have to start, and when I see them after 2 months, they are still there, and they're like, yeah, you are what do you do, and you are very focused. Like I told you, like 2 months back also, just start it. And that is where we end up losing it.
how important it is to have a goal in life, since we're talking about goals.
See, I strongly believe that goals are very important, because that is what gives you a way, and you know what you want to do, and your inspirations and what you want to achieve is very important. And normally these days goals also change with the changing lifestyle, because the world is changing very fast. So I always believe that you should not fix up a goal, rather go on a day-to-day basis and what you want to achieve. For some people it actually works. For some people, setting a goal works. So you have to really fix up your mind that what kind of a person you are. You want to work on a day-to-day basis and try to understand your potential and then decide your goal. But for some people, your goal really helps, and having a goal is very important in life.
On the journey of achieving your goal, there are failures, there's success, and a lot of people, and according to me, failure and success are of the same coin. They are two
Yeah,
sides of the
I
same
agree.
coin. What is your take on it?
My personal take on is, I think failures are more important than success. What failures can teach you, success can never teach you. And we have lots of examples, like even like if you see celebrities, you see all the businessmen. somewhere in life they have failed. A lot of people, there are a lot of examples. If you go through anybody's life, they must have gone through failures. So failures, what they will teach you, success will never teach you that. So I think failures, they should not be taken as, oh, I can't do it, because you might fail a lot of times, but the success will come if you keep on trying, rather than regretting it later that you did not try because of your failures.
Wow. What has your journey been as a motivational speaker the day you recorded your first video for people out there?
See, I was never into like this thing that I will go on social media to do all this. But then when I started it, because I was never into that I there's a lot of like I have to gain followers, or for doing motivational speaking, that there is some purpose behind it. There was no purpose. Even today, I don't feel I whenever I put a video, I don't look for followers or views. I actually feel that even a very limited of my followers are getting motivated. That really helps. And I've seen that people, when I go to a party, rather than calling me a businessman, they actually say, "Oh, give me a pro tip, bro." Ye, wo. Like, so it's like it's going like that. So they feel that it's funny, and you had to take it, because some people try to take they make fun of you. But this is something I always wanted to do, because personally also people come for suggestion. A lot of people ask me for what should we do. So that is what I want to do on a larger scale. So that is what made me do and go online.
Like you said, people come up to you and all. What is the weirdest questions that people have asked you when they've come up to you?
The weirdest, Shweta, would be like, people when they meet me, they know me, like, what kind of a lifestyle I have, what I do, and what business I do. And so they actually tell me that, Sahil, there must be some purpose. You must be doing something for something. And, there must be some, must be trying to get into TEDx or something. Manika, there is nothing like that. There is no, intention behind it. It is just naturally that I've come and started doing this. It came from within during COVID. So I started doing this.
In the beginning, you mentioned your dad has been your biggest inspiration. So tell us a little about the two of you.
So I'll tell you, I've always seen my dad working very hard, but there were times when like I was into like studies and all that. So I used to always feel that why is he working so hard when he has everything, and he should need to be a little chilled out. But I realized once you want to be successful, you can never be satisfied. So that is what I actually believe in now, where I changed my mindset and I actually started believing when I saw the outside world that he was correct. Because if you ask a money not to work, if he has money, he won't stop. If you ask Elon Musk to stop, he won't stop. So that is where it is. People end up, I've seen a lot of my generation, they are satisfied with what they have got in hand. Like they have got your dad's business. They don't want to grow it. They're happy with the fact that they have even little or more. They're happy with that. And that is what will, in the end, fail you. Maybe not right now, maybe in the next generation or in the next generation. So you don't have
So
to stop anywhere.
you can't be just like, okay, I've achieved this and be like, okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. So that is where your human potential goes. You can never be satisfied. And I don't say you have to try weird things, but then you have to try a lot of different things which makes you feel, you're doing something for the society or your business. You just can add on to it. So there are a lot of people. Why don't they stop? Why won't, the world richest people stop working? They won't. Why doesn't Modi, what is after becoming prime minister? So they won't stop. They still are working very hard.
Like we are talking about success stories and we're talking about that one has to constantly be there, be hungry for more. Every time when you achieve a success, you either have to work hard to maintain that success or you need to go ahead. So, what would you suggest to people out there who feel content but at the same time think, okay, this is enough?
That is, I think that I've seen with a lot of people. I think 80% of majority of the people these days, they are very content, or they are just complaining about the fact that, they are blessed, or they are doing this and this, that. They are just trying to find a reason so that they try to show that they are correct, but they don't want to do anything. And I've seen this in a lot of people. And that is where I think people are going wrong. The generation is going wrong. You have to keep trying. There are a lot of, the world is open because there are a lot of startups coming up. It's very different, because when I saw Shark Tank, so this thing was very like trending and all that. And all the people are talking about startups, but they have no idea what a startup, and they are just saying that we want to start a startup, we can do this, we can do this. They are not very focused. They don't know what they're doing. They have to be really focused, and maybe, setting up, even if you set up somebody in your mind that, we want to be like you, if you're inspired by somebody, then also you're not wrong. You can follow that person and try to follow the same path. If you are not very clear in your path, that will also help. But somewhere, being content, I think it is not correct, because nowhere in the world, or a person, when he's content, he's losing his own potential, I feel.
Okay, that's a very nice point that should get highlighted here. And now let's get to your fitness journey. You are a fitness enthusiast. You remove your time limit for fitness in spite of your busy schedule and everything. So, what would you tell people out there? Because today, in times of COVID, we've realized that maintaining a healthy lifestyle is very important. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
part that comes, which has to be your part. It can't be like, okay, twice a week you work out. So, what would you recommend to people to get onto the fitness journey?
I think fitness is very important, because this is also something very important that everybody should follow. Why? Because fitness is something that, it keeps you always your mind fresh, and you can work for a longer time. There might be a time that, people are working so hard and they don't take care about their health, and later when they have everything, they realize they're not fit enough to enjoy those things. And that is what, when they're losing it. Because I feel fitness is more important than even earning money. And just like that, it is a part of my lifestyle. I have made it a very important part of it. And there are times when I have come late, working more than 12 hours, and I've worked out at 11 o'clock at night in my house. So that is what, your focus and your work routine depends. And you should always fit in fitness in your lifestyle. And that is what is very, very important.
Wow. Can you share your little fitness regime with the viewers out here?
I don't have a fixed fitness regime, but then yes, I do follow, because it's been long that I've been following my fitness. Because fitness includes a lot of things. It includes your sleep also, it includes your diet also. So I religiously follow my diet. There are days when I go off, because there are a lot of traveling, a lot of things that are happening, and continuous functions or something comes up. So then I fix up my mind. Then I have to sit down and I decide that no, now it is enough, and I have to sit down, and I have to get down back to my track. And that is where your focus comes in. So you have to have that strong will in order to be fit, and in order to follow your fitness regime. And I think everybody can do it. It's again where you want to start it. And once you start it, you realize how it helps. And it helps in my work also. Normally, because of my fitness, I'm always energized. I never feel tired. And sleep also plays a part, and diet also plays a part.
Wow. So it's a culmination of a lot of things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not
A lot
just,
of things. Yes. One thing.
you mentioned you've read a lot of books, you have read a lot of success stories. What is reading for you?
Reading for me is very important, and I'll tell you a very important fact. I was never a into books, but once I started it, maybe again it happened in COVID. Like when I religiously started reading books, and in 1.5 years and 2 years, I started really getting addicted to it. And then I realized that reading books is more important than going online. And books, actually, when we used to read about it, and we used to think, no, we can go online also read about it. But then I actually realized that reading is very important, because what you read, it stays in your mind. You will never forget what you read, and taking notes of it. And it really changed my lifestyle also, what I read.
Wow. Some books that you would recommend to the viewers out here to read?
One book is where really I'm touched, and very, because I'm into business also. So that book is like really practical and very motivational for me. And that one book is like Rich Dad Poor Dad. I actually believe that, because that is the real book that actually teaches you how you can be successful. Because school will never teach you about finance. It will always teach you that you have to study, and you have to get a job. And because no entrepreneur will ever teach you to work hard and go on your goals and all that. They'll always want you to work, and they'll increase your salary. And that is where again people go off. Even the parents mindset is that they have to send their kids to school, and after 12th graduation or some degree, they'll go to some job, they'll get a good company. That is where, so Rich Dad and Poor Dad, they actually teach you what a rich dad, how a business father thinks, and how a normal job related father thinks. So that is a very inspiring book for me.
What challenges you face, Sahil, as a motivational speaker when you began?
not much, because I never thought about it. Challenges are a part of it in everything that you do. So as a motivational speaker, the only challenge was that, what will my friends say? They're like, "What, dude? What are you started doing?" and all that. That came, but nothing as of now, because it's just a like start for me, and I'm doing it not out of any intention or anything that I'll get something in return or something. It is just to make sure that even if I motivate one single person, that also means a lot to me, and I actually believe in that. In my life also, in real life also, offline life also, I actually believe it, because if I can motivate a single person, that is like one achievement for me.
And I'm sure you're motivating a lot more people out there, not just single people out there with your videos that you keep posting and, suggesting and all those
Yeah.
recommendations that you give. So it's a good thing that is going on out there. And a lot of people love you for that, appreciate you for that. So my last question that I want to ask you is, what have you discovered about yourself in this journey when you started this journey of motivation?
You know what, I've recently started seeing that, when I go somewhere, people actually recognize me, that he's the guy who speaks, so there's a community. Like, I catch up with a lot of people. They are telling me that, we are really inspired by the videos that you put. No, they actually mean a lot. And whatever I speak, it comes very naturally. I don't prepare for it. Whatever I feel, I go, I record, and I say it in my daily routine, what I feel and what my experiences are. So that is also keeping me very focused. And it really helps me working as a motivational speaker, because if I see myself inspiring people, that is what keeps me going. And it will keep going me hard, because I'm right now, there have been times when I've recorded at 1 o'clock also, because I made sure that, there have been off because of my traveling. So I made sure that I go 1 o'clock, I've come back very tired, still trying to, put some video. There have been times when I was recording in the car, and you go professional later, because, people are looking up to you. So that is what keeps me really, really helps me and keeps me going.
So we hope you keep going because your videos are keeping us going. And thank you so
Yeah.
much for your time, Chitter Chatter.
Plus,
Looking
Shweta,
forward
like
to.
I've seen your page also. You are also motivating a lot of people, and people look up to you. And it was a pleasure in getting into a conversation. Trust me, it means a lot to me. And thanks for taking out some time for me. And I bless you with all the good things in future.
Thank you so much and see you on many more Chitter Chatters and looking forward to seeing many, many, many more videos from you.
Sure, sure, sure.